Welcome back to Artos Hub, the channel where we bring you the future of cars today. From powerful muscle cars to groundbreaking EVs, we cover every upcoming machine that will dominate the roads. If you're passionate about cars, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss what's next on Artos Hub. Number 1. 2026 Chevrolet Nova. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova is Chevrolet's boldest move yet to bring back the muscle car spirit in a modern world dominated by electric and hybrid innovation. Designed with performance, nostalgia, and technology in perfect harmony, the 2026 Nova isn't just a name revival, it's a revolution. From the moment you see it, you know this isn't a typical modern coupe. The Nova's aggressive stance, muscular fenders, and sculpted body lines pay homage to the legendary 1960s classic, but everything about it screams the future. A wide, low-set front grille houses thin LED matrix headlights, giving it that sinister, road-dominating look. The aerodynamic body is refined through countless wind tunnel tests, resulting in a design that's as efficient as it is intimidating. Under the hood, Chevrolet offers two powertrain options for the 2026 Nova. A 6.2-liter LT2 V8 engine producing 540 horsepower and an optional twin-turbo 3.0L inline-6 hybrid variant with 580 horsepower. The hybrid setup isn't meant for fuel economy alone. It's built for torque, responsiveness, and performance efficiency. The instant electric boost eliminates lag, making acceleration immediate and savage. Chevrolet has kept enthusiasts happy by offering both a 6-speed manual and a 10-speed automatic transmission. Whether you're old school or modern-minded, the Nova adapts to your driving soul. The manual variant feels mechanical and raw. Every shift connects you to the engine. The automatic version, meanwhile, delivers lightning-fast gear changes that maximize performance while keeping things smooth and refined. Inside, the 2026 Nova strikes a fine balance between heritage and innovation. The dashboard layout pays tribute to the original Nova's simplistic charm, but is reimagined with modern tech. You'll find a 14-inch curved digital display, a 12-inch driver information cluster, and an AI-assisted infotainment system powered by Chevrolet's new MyDrive OS. The seats are bolstered in Alcantara and carbon fiber, giving both luxury and track-ready function. One of the standout features of the 2026 Nova is Drive Mode Plus, a new adaptive system that tunes throttle response, suspension stiffness, exhaust note, and even steering feedback according to how aggressively you're driving. Switch from cruise to track mode, and the Nova transforms from a comfortable grand tourer into a street beast. Safety and driver assistance are top tier. You get Chevrolet's latest Super Cruise autonomous tech, adaptive braking, and real-time lane feedback through haptic steering. But what's impressive is that these systems never interfere with the raw driving joy. They enhance it. Now let's talk performance numbers, because that's where the Nova truly shines. The base V8 version rockets from 0 to 60 mph in just 3.7 seconds, while the hybrid variant edges it out slightly at 3.5 seconds flat. Top speed, a staggering 198 mph, proving that muscle isn't just about nostalgia anymore. It's about evolution. Chevrolet's engineers also paid close attention to weight distribution and handling. The 2026 Nova uses an aluminum chassis with carbon-reinforced panels, cutting over 400 pounds compared to the older SS models. The result is sharper cornering, improved stability, and an overall smoother driving experience. On the exterior, Chevrolet offers 6 factory color options, including Inferno Red, Midnight Black, Racing Silver, and the exclusive Nova Blue Metallic, which glows differently under sunlight and night LEDs. Each finish is ceramic-coated to resist minor scratches and UV damage, something rare in its class. The Nova's exhaust system deserves special mention. It's an electronically controlled quad-pipe setup with 3 levels of sound modulation: stealth, sport, and track. In stealth mode, it's calm and composed for city driving, but once you unleash track mode, The pipes roar with that signature V8 thunder that shakes windows and hearts alike. Pricing starts around $56,000 for the base LT2 V8 and $64,000 to $500 for the hybrid performance trim. Considering the technology, craftsmanship, and heritage packed into it, the Nova is one of the most affordable performance cars in its class, a true driver's bargain. Chevrolet also offers an optional carbon street pack, adding a rear diffuser, carbon fiber hood vents, and lightweight alloy wheels that shave another 20 pounds off unsprung mass. For enthusiasts who plan to push the Nova to its limits, there's the Track Pro upgrade, featuring adaptive magnetic suspension and upgraded Brembo GT brakes. What sets the 2026 Nova apart isn't just speed, it's personality. This car doesn't just move fast, it connects emotionally. You feel the pulse of the road, the vibration of the engine, and the growl that reminds you, this is an American icon reborn for a new generation. In daily use, the Nova is surprisingly practical. With rear seats that fold down, 13 cubic feet of trunk space, and excellent ride comfort in normal mode, it doubles as a sleek commuter car when it's not tearing up the asphalt. Fuel economy is rated at 21 mpg combined for the V8 and 27 mpg for the hybrid, impressive for this performance range. Critics have praised the Nova for what it represents. Not just a muscle car, but a bridge between eras. It captures the adrenaline of the 60s while embracing the sustainability and intelligence of the 2020s. In short, the 2026 Chevrolet Nova is more than just a car. It's a declaration, a statement that American power, innovation, and design can coexist beautifully in one aggressive, elegant package. Whether you're roaring down Route 66 or gliding through the city at night, the Nova makes you feel something few modern cars can: alive. Number 2. 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS 572. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS 572 isn't just another muscle car revival, it's a full-blown resurrection of American horsepower at its finest. Built for purists who crave raw, unfiltered power, the SS 572 is Chevrolet's bold reminder that even in an age of EVs and hybrids, true muscle will never die. Let's get straight to the good part: the heart of the beast. Under the hood sits a hand-built 9.4-liter big block V8, codenamed 572R, that cranks out an earth-shaking 760 horsepower and 720 lb-ft of torque. It's a tribute to the legendary 572 crate engine that made headlines decades ago, but this time it's smarter, cleaner, and even more brutal. Chevrolet didn't go for turbos or superchargers here. The Nova SS 572 is naturally aspirated. That means no lag, no waiting, just instant mechanical power. Tap the throttle, and you're immediately thrown into the seat, the sound of the V8 echoing like thunder across the pavement. The engine revs to 7,000 RPM, and when it does, the dual titanium exhausts unleash a growl that could wake the dead. From 0 to 60 mph, the 2026 Nova SS 572 launches in just 3.3 seconds, and it doesn't stop until the speedometer crosses 205 mph. That's supercar territory. But unlike most supercars, this one comes with the unmistakable attitude of Detroit steel. The design of the SS 572 is equal parts aggression and refinement. At first glance, you see a wide, confident stance, flared wheel arches, and a long, low hood line that screams performance. The front fascia features a blacked-out honeycomb grille with a glowing SS badge at the center. A small detail, but one that carries decades of muscle heritage. The LED headlights are sharp, sleek, and integrated with air channels that cool the front brakes while adding aerodynamic efficiency. The Nova SS 572 rides on 20-inch forged aluminum wheels, wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires for insane grip and stability. The suspension is Chevrolet's Adaptive Magnetic Ride 4.0, tuned for maximum control whether you're cruising the city or shredding corners on a mountain road. The interior is where the SS 572 strikes a balance between luxury and savagery. You get Alcantara racing seats, carbon fiber accents, and a flat-bottom steering wheel with customizable performance controls. The center console is dominated by an 11-inch OLED display that integrates Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Chevy's own performance telemetry system, showing G-forces, lap times, and real-time torque distribution. Chevrolet didn't forget comfort either. Dual-zone climate control, a premium Bose sound system, wireless charging, and even heated seats come standard. This means the Nova SS 572 can take you to the racetrack in the morning and to a dinner party in the evening without breaking character. But make no mistake, beneath the refinement, this car is pure adrenaline. The manual transmission option, yes, Chevrolet made sure it exists, is a 6-speed short-throw gearbox with perfectly weighted shifts. Every gear change feels like a physical handshake with the machine. For those who prefer automation, a 10-speed performance automatic is available, tuned for aggressive downshifts and instant power delivery. Chevrolet also added a new performance program called Launch Control Pro, which uses real-time traction data and clutch engagement sensors to deliver the perfect start every time. Pair that with the Brembo carbon ceramic brakes, and you've got stopping power that matches its incredible acceleration. Now let's talk numbers that matter to enthusiasts. 60 mph, 3.3 seconds. Quarter mile, 10.8 seconds. Top speed, 205 mph. Weight, 3,650 lbs. Base price, $79,995. For what it delivers, the price tag feels almost rebellious. You're getting a car that can outperform many six-figure exotics, but built with American steel, heart, and history. The 2026 Nova SS 572 also gets a distinctive dual-intake hood scoop, feeding cold air directly to the engine. It's functional, not just for looks. Combined with its redesigned underbody diffuser and active rear spoiler, the SS 572 produces 250 pounds of downforce at 150 mph, keeping it planted and stable even at extreme speeds. Inside the cabin, there's one detail that steals the show: the 572 emblem stitched in red across the dashboard. It's a reminder of what you're commanding every time you grab the wheel. The ambient lighting is adjustable, shifting from cool white in comfort mode to deep crimson when you switch to track mode. An aesthetic detail that perfectly matches the car's mood. On the technology side, Chevrolet integrated its AI Drive Copilot, which adapts to your driving style over time. It adjusts throttle sensitivity, steering weight, and even brake bias based on how you drive, turning every ride into a personalized performance experience. Fuel economy isn't the SS 572's strength, and it's not supposed to be. The EPA estimates 13 mpg city and 20 mpg highway, but nobody buying this car cares about that. They care about the feeling, the heartbeat you can hear, the vibration you can feel, and the satisfaction of unleashing something that's unapologetically powerful. In motion, the Nova SS 572 feels alive. The throttle response is instant, steering is precise, and cornering is confident. There's no artificial filter between you and the road. Every movement, every vibration, every note of that V8 is real and raw. Chevrolet offers exclusive paint options for the SS 572: Velocity Orange, Jetstream Blue, Crimson Fury, and Iron Shadow Gray. Each one is paired with matte black racing stripes that stretch from hood to trunk, completing its classic muscle look. Owners will also have access to Chevrolet's Performance Experience program, which includes track day training and custom tuning sessions. Because the SS 572 isn't just meant to be owned, it's meant to be driven. In the end, the 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS 572 is exactly what car enthusiasts have been begging for. A machine that respects its past but isn't afraid to dominate the future. It's brutal, beautiful, and absolutely intoxicating to drive. In a world full of electric silence, the Nova SS 572 reminds everyone why noise still matters. Number 3. 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS 396. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS 396 marks the perfect balance between raw muscle and everyday usability. A modern reinterpretation of one of Chevrolet's most beloved performance legends. While the 572 version is a beast made purely for power-hungry adrenaline chasers, the SS396 takes a slightly more refined approach, combining strength, sophistication, and precision engineering. From the first glance, it's clear the Nova SS396 means business. The body design is bold but cleaner than its bigger sibling. The aerodynamics have been refined for better airflow and fuel efficiency, while maintaining that unmistakable muscle car silhouette. Wide shoulders, a sculpted hood, and an assertive stance make it instantly recognizable. The iconic SS396 badge is proudly displayed on the grille and rear deck, honoring its legacy from the late 60s while introducing it to a whole new generation. Underneath the hood, Chevrolet gives this car the heart it deserves. A 6.5-liter LT3 V8 engine tuned to deliver a jaw-dropping 615 horsepower and 600 lb-ft of torque. It's not over the top, it's perfectly balanced. The power band is wide and linear, meaning you get instant acceleration at any RPM, and the exhaust note, it's pure American thunder. The 2026 Nova SS396 can hit 0-60 mph in 3.8 seconds, reaching a top speed of 192 mph, thanks to advanced aerodynamics and an active air management system that automatically adjusts front and rear vents for maximum performance. The engine sits lower in the chassis for improved balance, and the power is delivered to the rear wheels through either a 6-speed Tremec manual or a 10-speed Hydromatic automatic transmission. Chevrolet made sure the 396 isn't just about brute force. The engineers worked on perfecting the chassis dynamics to make it equally thrilling in corners. A fully independent suspension setup with magnetic ride control 4.0, adaptive dampers, and active rear steering ensures that this muscle car feels planted and composed even during aggressive driving. The 2026 SS396 rides on 19-inch performance alloy wheels, wrapped in Pirelli P0 tires, offering excellent grip and control. Brembo brakes with 6-piston calipers in the front and 4-piston in the rear provide confident stopping power. Now step inside and you'll see what sets the 396 apart. The interior is designed to merge old-school muscle with modern luxury. The cockpit-style cabin features a driver-focused layout, with all controls angled toward you. The digital cluster displays classic analog-style gauges digitally rendered in high resolution, a beautiful nod to its heritage. Premium materials like leather, suede, and brushed aluminum dominate the cabin. The seats are sporty yet comfortable, offering both heating and cooling functions. Chevrolet's new Pulse Drive interface replaces traditional buttons with haptic touch controls integrated into the console, allowing drivers to toggle between comfort, sport, and track modes seamlessly. Speaking of drive modes, each one redefines the Nova's character. Comfort mode softens the suspension and quiets the exhaust, perfect for cruising. Sport mode tightens steering, sharpens throttle response, and adds a deeper exhaust growl. Track mode unleashes full power, stiffens the suspension, and opens up the active exhaust for maximum sound and performance. The infotainment system runs on Chevrolet's latest MyLink OS 4.0, with a 12.8-inch touchscreen, voice recognition, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and real-time telemetry. The system even features track vision, which records lap times, G-forces, and throttle data for drivers who love pushing limits on the circuit. But what makes the 2026 Nova SS396 truly stand out is its personality. It's not a car you just drive. It's one that makes you feel every pulse of the engine, every vibration through the steering wheel. The V8 roar is tuned precisely through a quad titanium exhaust system that changes tone based on throttle input. At idle, it's calm and rumbling. At full throttle, it's a symphony of controlled chaos. Exterior colors come in striking options like Storm Black, Hyper Red, Arctic Silver, and Solar Yellow Metallic. The design includes functional air vents, a vented hood, and a subtle ducktail spoiler that adds downforce without ruining the car's clean lines. Optional packages like the TrackSport kit add carbon fiber splitters, diffusers, and a weight-saving hood. On the performance side, Chevrolet has implemented active torque vectoring, which improves handling during high-speed cornering by precisely controlling power to each wheel. It's the kind of intelligent engineering that makes the SS396 feel more European in behavior, agile, sharp, and composed, while still screaming American muscle. The driving experience is where this car shines. It feels perfectly balanced, not too heavy, not too light. You can drive it aggressively without losing control. The steering feedback is crisp, the chassis stiff, and the suspension adaptive enough to make every road feel like a racetrack. Chevrolet's new Performance Stability Assist system ensures that drivers can push the limits safely. Unlike older traction control systems that cut power abruptly, this one adjusts torque delivery smoothly, allowing controlled slides and spirited driving without completely shutting down the fun. The cabin is whisper quiet when you want it to be, thanks to improved insulation and sound-canceling tech, but flick the exhaust valve open and it turns into a rolling concert of V8 music. Fuel economy might not be its biggest strength, but the SS396 manages 18 mpg combined, thanks to cylinder deactivation technology that shuts off 4 cylinders during light cruising. Price-wise, the 2026 Nova SS396 starts at $68,000, making it one of the most accessible high-performance muscle cars on the market. For that price, you're getting world-class engineering, authentic driving feel, and a legacy nameplate that commands respect anywhere it goes. In summary, the 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS396 isn't about excess. It's about perfect balance. It combines the heart of classic muscle with the precision of modern engineering. It's not as wild as the 572, nor as mild as the base Nova. It's the sweet spot. If the 572 is for thrill seekers and the standard Nova is for daily drivers, then the SS396 is for true enthusiasts who want both power and practicality, noise and nuance, heritage and innovation. It's the kind of car that turns every drive into an event, one that makes you take the long way home just to hear that V8 sing one more time. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS396. Balanced, brutal, and beautifully reborn. Number 4. 2026 Chevrolet Nova Supersport. When Chevrolet first introduced the Nova Supersport back in the 1960s, it wasn't just another trim level. It was a statement, a muscle car with a soul, built for drivers who wanted raw energy in a lightweight body. Now, in 2026, Chevrolet has revived that legacy, and the Nova Supersport returns with a vengeance. It's not just a nod to the past, it's a reinvention for the electric and performance age. The 2026 Nova Supersport takes everything enthusiasts loved about the classic SS and blends it with the most advanced tech Chevrolet has ever placed in a compact performance car. The design language instantly screams Heritage Reborn. You'll spot the sharp, angular body lines that pay tribute to the 70s Nova SS, but they're sculpted with modern aerodynamics in mind. The aggressive stance, short overhangs, and deep-set front grille give it a muscular look, while the LED lighting signature adds a futuristic edge. Under the hood, or more accurately under the body panels, the Supersport offers 2 distinct personalities. A turbocharged 3.6-liter V6 hybrid for those who love the growl of an engine, and a dual-motor electric performance setup for those who prefer instant torque and silence. Chevrolet's decision to offer both versions is bold, and it's paying off. The hybrid variant delivers a jaw-dropping 565 horsepower, while the EV version punches out over 650 horsepower, making it one of the fastest Novas ever made. 0 to 60, just 3.1 seconds. Top speed? A governed 190 mm, but early testers whisper it could easily exceed that if unleashed. But raw speed isn't the only headline. Chevrolet has tuned the Nova SS chassis to perfection. Using Magnetic Ride Control 4.0, the car constantly adapts to every inch of the road surface in milliseconds. Whether you're cruising through city streets or tearing up a mountain road, the Nova feels planted, confident, and surprisingly comfortable. Inside, the Nova Supersport merges old-school attitude with next-gen comfort. The driver-focused cockpit feels almost like a fighter jet, wrapped in Alcantara, brushed aluminum, and digital precision. A massive 14-inch infotainment display stretches across the dashboard, powered by Chevrolet's latest AI-enhanced drive assistant, which learns your habits, favorite routes, and even driving mood. The seats? Custom bucket style, inspired by the 1970s SS, but re-engineered for ergonomic perfection. Ambient lighting glows subtly through the cabin, while the classic SS badging reminds you you're sitting in a piece of history, modernized for the future. One of the most talked about features is the dual-soul drive mode selector. In hybrid versions, this system lets you toggle between legacy mode and sport electric. In legacy mode, the car activates sound amplification that mimics the deep rumbling V8 exhaust of the 1969 Nova SS, an homage that gives goosebumps to anyone who remembers the golden muscle car era. In sport electric mode, everything goes silent but sharper, unlocking full torque and precision cornering. The 2026 Nova SS isn't just about nostalgia, it's about dominance. Chevrolet has tuned its aerodynamics to rival European coupes. The sculpted rear diffuser, adaptive spoiler, and underbody airflow channels keep the car stable even at top speeds. It's not just good-looking, it's functional performance art. Now let's talk about technology. This Nova SS comes with Chevy Vision AR, an augmented reality display built into the windshield that projects live navigation, speed, and hazard alerts directly onto your view of the road. Combined with driver-focused tracking, it can detect fatigue, distraction, or aggressive behavior and suggest brakes or mode adjustments. Its muscle car attitude with a layer of digital intelligence never seen before. Charging or refueling is equally impressive. The hybrid gets over 450 miles on a full tank and battery charge combined, while the EV variant can fast charge from 10% to 80% in under 20 minutes, thanks to its 800V architecture. Outside, color options pay tribute to Chevrolet's roots. Inferno Red, Shadow Black, Midnight Blue Metallic, and a limited edition Retro Silver Flame. The latter even comes with hand-painted side stripes, like the original Supersport from 1972. Now let's talk pricing. The Nova Supersport starts at around $68,000 for the hybrid and $74,000 for the full electric variant, placing it squarely against the Mustang Mach-1, Dodge Charger SRT, and even some European luxury competitors. But Chevy fans will tell you, the Nova SS isn't about status, it's about spirit. When you see it parked, you'll notice one detail that sets it apart. The SS insignia glowing red on the grille at night, a symbol of performance reborn. Under streetlights, the car's reflective accents shimmer, creating a visual effect that feels alive. Chevrolet calls this pulse design, a subtle reference to how this machine feels like it has a heartbeat. Take it for a drive, and you'll feel that pulse. The steering is razor-sharp, throttle response is instant, and the suspension delivers that perfect blend of muscle and refinement. When the road opens up and the engine roars, or the electric motors surge, you'll realize something. This isn't just a car. It's a continuation of an American legend. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova Supersport isn't built just to perform. It's built to remind drivers why the Nova name mattered in the first place. It represents a bridge between eras, where nostalgia meets innovation and heritage meets horsepower. So whether you remember the old-school Nova SS tearing through Main Street in the 70s, or you're experiencing the name for the first time, one thing is clear. Chevrolet has made sure this car earns its Supersport badge once again. This isn't just the rebirth of a classic, it's a resurrection of attitude. And in a world filled with quiet, safe, and forgettable EVs, the 2026 Nova Supersport stands as a loud, unapologetic reminder that power, soul, and legacy still matter. Number 5. 2026 Chevrolet Nova Super Sleeper. In an era where loud supercars and flashy exteriors dominate the streets, Chevrolet has done something truly unexpected, something genius. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova Super Sleeper doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't flash bright spoilers or glowing badges. It hides in plain sight. But under its calm, almost classic exterior lies one of the most powerful street cars Chevrolet has ever built. The term sleeper has always meant one thing in car culture, a vehicle that looks ordinary but secretly packs monstrous performance. And Chevrolet took that idea to perfection with the Nova Super Sleeper. At first glance, you might think this is just a modest compact coupe, maybe even a retro-inspired daily driver. It wears simple lines, a neutral color palette, and minimal chrome. No wild vents, no oversized intakes, just clean, subtle curves, a respectful nod to the 1970s Nova design. But that's the trap. Because beneath this understated shell is a car that can embarrass modern supercars at the stoplight. The 2026 Nova Super Sleeper is powered by Chevrolet's experimental LT7 twin-turbo V8 hybrid system, a brand new setup combining raw combustion power with precision electric torque. Together, they generate a mind-bending 840 horsepower and 900 lb-ft of torque. 0 to 60 mph, 2.6 seconds. Quarter mile time, 9.9 seconds flat. Top speed, 205 mph. This car is what happens when engineers get tired of showing off and start showing results. Chevrolet kept the Super Sleeper's body intentionally plain. The designers wanted a car that could blend in among family sedans, but unleash chaos when the driver hits the throttle. The exterior features small Super Sleeper lettering on the rear badge, blacked-out 19-inch alloys, and matte silver exhaust tips. Even the hood vents are disguised as part of the body lines, keeping the car's power a secret until it's too late for the rival beside you. The magic, however, isn't just under the hood. It's in how the power is delivered. The LT7 hybrid powertrain features an active torque vectoring system that learns your driving style in real time. Using onboard sensors, it can shift power between front and rear axles, or even between individual wheels, in milliseconds. This means the Nova Super Sleeper doesn't just go fast, it sticks to the road like a predator on the hunt. Chevrolet even equipped it with a stealth mode. In this mode, the car runs silently using its electric motors only, up to 70 mph. No engine noise, no vibration, just smooth, ghost-like motion. Perfect for sneaking out late or rolling past police unnoticed. Then, with one push of the Sport Boost paddle behind the steering wheel, the V8 explodes to life with a controlled roar. Inside, the Super Sleeper continues its theme of quiet power. There's no bright trim, no neon lighting, just pure functionality. A black Alcantara dashboard, hidden ambient light strips, and minimal controls. The steering wheel has just one standout feature, a bright red launch engage button. Press it, and the Nova unleashes its full hybrid power for 10 seconds of maximum acceleration, a feature borrowed from Chevrolet's prototype racing division. Chevy engineers say this mode isn't just about speed, it's about adrenaline. Drivers describe it as feeling like you've been shot from a cannon wrapped in silence. The sensation is instant torque, followed by that deep, delayed growl as the twin turbos spool up and the V8 joins the party. Now here's the real trick. The Nova Super Sleeper uses what Chevrolet calls adaptive camouflage mapping. It's a digital paint and body light system that can adjust reflections and tones based on lighting and environment. During the day, it appears like a soft gray metallic. At night, it takes on darker shades, blending into shadows. It's not just design, it's deception. Underneath that stealthy shell is a chassis built from forged aluminum and carbon composite, giving it both strength and agility. The suspension system features Chevrolet's zero-lift damping tech, ensuring no front-end lift even during hard launches. Combine that with Launch Control 3.0 and rear e-torque management, and you get a car that grips like it's glued to the asphalt. Inside the cabin, performance data is hidden behind simplicity. Tap the center console twice, and a hidden 10-inch screen flips up, revealing sleeper mode diagnostics. It displays power output, turbo PSI, and drag strip timers. It even logs rival car brands you've raced using built-in radar detection, a fun, cheeky touch Chevy added for street racers. And while most modern muscle cars lean toward bold exhaust notes, the Nova Super Sleeper keeps things restrained. The quad exhaust system is active. It remains nearly silent in normal mode, but under full throttle, it emits a deep, throaty rumble, reminiscent of the old-school LS engines. So, who is this car for? Not the influencer crowd, not the show car enthusiasts. This one's for the true drivers. Those who appreciate a car that doesn't need to prove anything until it's time to perform. It's for the kind of owner who smiles when people underestimate it. Even the marketing reflects this. Chevrolet's campaign tagline for the Nova Super Sleeper is simple. Looks nothing, does everything. But don't be fooled by its humble looks. This is a world-class machine. The electric assist ensures razor-sharp throttle response, while the twin turbos deliver that satisfying punch once the revs climb. The hybrid battery pack sits low and central, giving near-perfect weight distribution. In testing, the Nova Super Sleeper outperformed rivals like the Dodge Demon 170, Mustang GTD, and even Tesla's Model S Plaid in real-world roll races. It's not the flashiest, but it's the fastest where it counts. Fuel economy? Surprisingly decent. Thanks to the hybrid system, it averages 29 mpg combined, or an equivalent 400-mile range in electric-assisted mode. Chevy plans to produce only 2,000 units of the 2026 Super Sleeper, making it one of the most exclusive Novas ever. Each unit will be individually numbered, with a small brushed metal plaque on the dashboard reading, Super Sleeper, no noise, all power. The car also includes a hidden track key, a physical NFC keycard that unlocks special tuning and launch settings for private track use only. It's a direct nod to the original Nova SS drag pack options from the 1970s. So the next time you see a simple gray Chevrolet Nova idling quietly at a red light, don't laugh. Don't assume it's slow. Because when the light turns green, and that unassuming coupe vanishes into the horizon in less than 3 seconds, you'll realize what just happened. That's not an ordinary car. That's the 2026 Chevrolet Nova Super Sleeper. Subtle, silent, savage. And it just proved that in 2026, true power doesn't shout, it whispers.